The Unwavering Compass. Welcome, friends, to Story Lantern, where we illuminate the tales that light our path. Today, we shine a light on the journey of a young boy named Aryan, who learned that the greatest victory isn't over others, but over the wildness within himself. Aryan was a boy, with a mind as bright as the morning sun, but as scattered as a flock of sparrows. He had a talent for learning, but his thoughts, like a wild horse, galloped from one idea to the next. He would sit down to study, only to find himself mesmerized by a passing bird, a video game on his phone, or the sound of his friends playing outside. His father, a wise man named Mr. Sharma, watched his son with a growing concern. He saw immense potential, but also a looming danger. Aryan, he would say, your mind is a powerful servant, but a terrible master. If you don't learn to control it, it will lead you down a path of regret. The words often went unheard. One day, after another failed attempt at studying, Mr. Sharma decided it was time for a different approach. He took Aryan to meet an old revered teacher known as Guruji, who lived in a quiet garden filled with blooming flowers and the gentle hum of bees. Guruji listened patiently as Mr. Sharma described Aryan's struggles. With a knowing smile, he turned to Aryan. "Young man," Guruji said, his voice soft yet firm, "I will give you a single task. Take this small clay cup, fill to the brim with water, and walk a single lap around the garden. But be warned, not a single drop must spill." Aryan, feeling confident, took the cup. He started his walk, eyes fixed on the water, but soon his focus wavered. The vibrant colors of the flowers beckoned his gaze. The cheerful laughter of other children playing nearby pulled at his attention, and the buzz of an insect distracted his ear. When he returned to Guruji, he hung his head in shame. The cup was half empty, a trail of spilled water marking his path. Guruji looked at the cup, then at Aryan. "The cup," he explained, "is your goal in life. The water is your focus, and all the sounds and sights of the garden, those are the distractions of the world. Each drop you lost represents a moment you lost control, a piece of your potential that slipped away. If you don't discipline your mind, your greatest goal will be left half empty." The lesson struck Aryan like a thunderbolt. He understood now. His problem wasn't a lack of intelligence, it was a lack of mental discipline. From that day on, Aryan began his transformation. He started with small changes, like waking up at a consistent time and limiting his phone usage to a fixed period. He began to practice meditation for a few minutes each day, training his mind to be still, like a calm lake, instead of a turbulent river. It was difficult at first, a battle he fought every single day. But slowly, his grades began to rise, his memory improved, and his focus became razor sharp. 1 year later, Aryan entered a national academic competition, a challenge that required solving complex problems under a strict time limit. As the clock began to tick, others around him panicked, their minds racing in a frenzy. But Aryan remained calm. He had trained his mind to focus on one problem at a time, just as Guruji had taught him, to focus on one cup of water. He blocked out the pressure and the noise, his focus unwavering. He worked steadily, his mind a clear and powerful tool. When the results were announced, it was Aryan who stood victorious. His journey proved that talent and luck are fleeting, but a disciplined mind is an unwavering compass guiding you to your true destination. Thank you for joining us on Story Lantern. May this story inspire you to take control of your inner world and discover the power that lies within a focused mind.